Hello everyone, Speedy Hedgehog Live here with the new video. Today, this is part 6 of me building a city. In this video, I'm going to be building a modern Chick-fil-A and a Sonic statue. So let's get into it.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern Chick-fil-A for all of your city building needs. Here is the amount of space required to make your build. Here are all of the materials. You will need to make your build. Please do make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. Step 1, come all the way over to the front left hand corner of your grid, if you've made it, and count to the right 1, 2, 3, and then inwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Begin by placing 5 white concrete going right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, and then place 2 more white concrete, 1, 2. Leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, and then place 2 more white concrete, that'll be 1 and 2. Stick a black concrete on the end and extend it 1 row towards you. Extend the black concrete upwards by 8 rows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We then want to drop back down, leave a gap of 2, so 1, 2, and then we want to have another row parallel to the first, same size. We can then extend these rows backwards as well, so just add an additional row of black concrete just behind. And then on the right of the back row of the right side, we want to place a row of 3 grey concrete, so 1, 2, 3. Stick a black concrete on the end. It's ever so slightly wrong actually, but extend that black concrete forwards and then extend up just the 1 black concrete, so we only want that first row. You see, we don't actually want to have a double row here, so we can get rid of that first initial black concrete. And we want to take the top of the black concrete area and extend it backwards by 15 rows. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we can extend all the way down to the ground. Should take just a moment. Then we want to come back up. We want to have a double row, so just an additional row of black concrete just underneath. Then, inside this entire area, we want to have 2 rows of grey concrete. So this is 2 rows of grey concrete up the left side, and inside the right side as well, towards the back of the store. So literally just inside of the black concrete area. We also want to have 2 rows of grey concrete at the top. So you can see we're just sort of framing this area a little bit. Then, I think it's appropriate to do this, but we might have to alter this when we come back. But we want to add 2 rows of white concrete inside of the left and right sides of the grey concrete area. We want to join them together at the top. We then want to leave a gap of 2, so 1, 2, and 1, 2 on both sides. And then we want to split this area in 2 like this. Place black concrete at the bottom. Place black stained glass pane on the left sides of these areas. And extend a glass over across the top. So what we then want to do is take the white concrete area and extend it 1 row towards us. So we want a 3D effect, and what this is basically going to be is either a pay window for a drive-through, and then a collection window, or, you know, just two of the same. So this is what we want to have right now. It's looking pretty good, I think. So something else that we can do whilst we're at it is we can mark out where we're going to be placing some polished blackstone slabs. We want polished blackstone slabs pretty much on the inside of the two windows, however just half a row above like this. We'll then leave gaps of 2, so 1, 2, and then another slab, and 1, 2, and another slab. Now, these slabs are going to get extended outwards. I think it's by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that it extends pretty much just one row over the boundary, but it's in the air, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we take the third blocks and join them together, it kind of makes this pretty cool like overhang. It just looks like a modern sort of pagoda, or modern sort of like I don't know what to call it, but you know, it just kind of like keep the rain off it. It's just kind of like a cool structure. And anyway, we want to join the corners of the areas together, so you'll be able to see where they intersect on the left and right sides. I just want to join that together like this, and it just makes like a pretty pleasing looking area, honestly. So whilst we're at, I don't know why, we're kind of doing weird things at the moment. So at the front of the build, I want to destroy in between this these two rows of black concrete here, and I want to place green terracotta. I then want to place 3 rows of azure bluettes in front, and then I want to destroy another row, and I want to place lime terracotta in there. Around this, I'm going to dig this out and place smooth stone, preferably without destroying too much of what I've just made. Like a bull in a china shop, I'm destroying absolutely everything. So, there we go, perfect. That's not too bad. So, I'm also going to extend the smooth stone area towards us, like this. And in addition to that, I'm also going to take the, quite honestly, I mean, you can take the rest of the area here just in front, and we're just going to kind of like carve this out, and we're going to turn it into smooth stone. So there's quite a few things that we do have to do out front here. We should really consider continuing the structure of the build, but there was just something about this that was like, I just wanted to do this part right now, so we're just digging all of this out, we're replacing it with smooth stone. There's going to be an outside eating area here, but you could equally so add a car park. You could even add one out of the back as well, perhaps connecting to the drive-through in some sort of fashion. I've decided not to add one because this is a modern Chick-fil-A, and modern problems require modern solutions, like not having car parking spaces. So, on the end here, we'll also have a couple of smooth stone just on the corner, because we will then, because the idea of this is a path, right? There's going to be a wall. The wall is in line with where we have this lime terracotta. It leaves a gap of 2 pretty much everywhere. The wall also starts where the white concrete starts. So if you can imagine, 2 rows away, starts parallel to that white concrete. The wall, made out of white concrete itself, extends all the way over to the left. And it'll actually extend pretty much all the way back for the most part. We'll just extend it back a good amount. We don't have to do the whole thing at the moment. There's also a wall on the right side of the build, so it'll extend all the way from the front, all the way to the back, all the way across the back, and that's it. That's the end of the sentence, all the way across the back. And once again, I don't know why we are focusing just on random aspects of the outside, but that's okay. We're kind of mixing it up a little bit. So, let us actually get back to the building itself. Let's take the grey concretes that we have on the front of the build and let's extend them upwards. The grey concretes that are specifically in the larger area want to raise up and get extended up to the top, even and level with the black concrete. However, this is the entrance, this little 2-block area. We can have some glass, 1, 2, 3, like this, extend it over across the top to the left, that's a doorway. Place grey concrete above, and extend it upwards until it is 1 row away from the top, like this.
From Ferrero Rocher comes a delicious frozen creation. The unique taste of selected hazelnuts and premium milk chocolate. An irresistible classic, now deliciously frozen. Try the delicious Ferrero frozen creation.
Gary, did you know that Alice and Jane from work saved themselves thousands switching to Unwind?
Why is this all relevant? I want to extend the black concrete that we have, the 3 rows, the top of the 3 rows, I should say, want to get extended back, and they all want to end up joining down in the same place on the back. So we want to extend them back, and we want to create pretty much the equivalent of the front. On the back here, there are some windows though. So the windows are pretty much either side of this middle beam of black concrete. They're 3 rows high and they're made out of glass. 1, 2, so hard, hang on, 2, 3, hand-eye coordination, not doing great. 1, 2, 3, perfect. So you can see we've got the 2 rows of 3 glass. To which we can then place grey concrete on the sides and above, like this. And we will give it something to connect on to a little bit later on. But this row here, that's as high as it goes, just inside the black concrete. This row here, as you guys know, comes all the way up to the top and it joins forwards like this. So basically very equivalent to the front, and the exact same thing here. The restaurant has a false ceiling, so it's kind of irrelevant, like how high, like, oh, that one's higher, so it'll look weird from the inside. No, we're actually going to equalize everything a little bit later on. What else do we have to do? So we have to make the it's kind of the eating area of the restaurant. So inside of this row of black here, and I think that I want to say that we add another. Do we? Yeah, we add another row of black on the inside here, coming all the way up to the top. So it's the same as the front, which then allows us to place the same configuration of windows that we have on the back that we have on the front. So 2 white concrete, gap of 2. 2 white concrete, gap of 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. Then, on the side of your Chick-fil-A, we have an additional entrance. That's actually just right here, so we're going to leave a gap. We can even destroy that to mark it out. Leave a gap, white concrete. Gap of 2, white concrete. Gap of 2, white concrete. Gap of 2, 2 white concrete, like this. Then, all of the white concretes need to be 5 rows high in total. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can if you like, you can extend the top across, and you can join it to the corners, but we're going to have to mark out the windows a little bit better. So, all of the top, extend across like this. Down here. We can also, of course, join up all of the white concretes, because they're going to be the space in between the windows. But for everywhere else, there's glass, and in some cases a door. So we just don't want to really encroach, good word, encroach on that space. So here, perfect. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to limit the size of the windows by making them only 3 rows high, and place white concrete underneath where the windows are going to be. So everywhere that you have windows, we're going to destroy underneath and add a row at top. So, add a row at top. That's what that just sounded like in my head. So this is where the door is going to be for the side here. If you want, you can add glass above it. I'm quite happy just having a door that kind of stands out. So, destroy underneath the windows, and then above. And then we can proceed now to kind of fill them all in. So we're making very, very good progress on this build, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting to the point where everything complicated outside is done. So we're just ignoring the door area for now, because we have to fill underneath it anyway. So all of the complicated parts of the outside are done. The inside isn't too tricky either. It's actually quite simple. It is very, very modern feeling. It's one of my favourite interiors because it's actually incredibly simple, but it just looks good, in my opinion. So now that we've kind of like laid out all of that, I mean, you can see that most of the structure of the building is complete now, and I'm very, I just think it looks great. So, I'm going to destroy what will be the actual driving area for the drive-thru. I would recommend just destroying 3 rows, 3 immediate rows. I'll say that, 3 immediate rows around Chick-fil-A. So I wouldn't destroy in between the windows where we have the grass. I also wouldn't destroy the row of grass that we have at the back here. So that little white concrete there, that can go. Because I'm going to be placing hedge there. Simple as that. Some hedge, some flowers, I'll see what I feel like. Maybe even a little bit of a pathway around the back of those windows. Probably not, because there's not really a function to those. Be a little bit weird, really, if just outside the windows, right at the back where the drive-through windows are, it'd be a little bit weird if there was just a path that people could kind of just watch you eat from the outside, just staring in. A little bit strange, so we probably won't do that. But there is a path that so the wall can come as far as here, and then we're going to use smooth stone to destroy a couple of rows here. Leads all the way up to the drive-thru. A couple of rows of smooth stone. Easy peasy. So you can, again, this is what we were just talking about. You could turn this into just a path, or I think the more logical thing is to plant flowers. So just all along the back here. I think that we're getting to the point now where we should start grabbing some different stuff just to kind of finish what we have. So chains, lanterns, hedge. Let's start with that actually. So hedge, I'm just going to place along the back like this. You could even extend up this back wall an additional row, because then it kind of makes the hedge stand out a little bit more. Because it's a different height, it just looks a bit better in my opinion. The chain, and also the leaves that we've got here, and it might also make sense, like where the windows are, the actual windows associated with the drive-thru, you can probably grey concrete those. But the areas on the left and right is what I was more concerned with, where I'm just going to be placing leaves. I want to hang a couple of lanterns off of the pagoda overhang thing. So this is just going to be one chain, one lantern on the ends. It's quite logical where you place them. Can you place a lantern like on a... I didn't know that. So what, can you place lanterns like hanging off... Huh! I did not know that. How about that? So you learn something new every day. So you could create some string lights. That's actually quite cool. So I just want the lanterns hanging off in those positions. The only thing that we've really got to do now is the outdoor seating. So the outdoor seating is relatively easy to make. We need white concrete, polished black stone stairs, oak trapdoors, end rods, flower pots, yellow candle, red candle. We might also need some string, but we might also be able to avoid it. And then I think we just need red carpet and white carpet. Okay, so we're doing 2 tables. The first table is in between the 2 windows on the front of the building. Leave a gap of 1, place a 2x2 square of white concrete with polished black stone stairs on either side. We're going to place oak trapdoors on the sides of these stairs, like this, just to make them look a little bit better. On any corner of the table, it doesn't matter which, shall we go for the front right corner? I'm going to place an end rod. And then a flower pot and a collection of candles on the other. On top of the end rod, white carpet. On top of the flower pot, red. And then we're going to...
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is blank. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
alternate. So, yep, on top of candles you can just place carpet. There we go. It's just a little table with a little bit of an umbrella. If we leave a gap of 1 going left, we want the exact same table setup. So you can probably vary the pots and the saucers. I'd keep the umbrella in the same place though. So I'd place it in the front right corner, and then why not just place these? So the candles can literally be candles, or you can imagine them to be condiments. So, you know, ketchup, mustard, that sort of stuff, if you like. And there you go. It's pretty simple, but I think rather effective. Something that I'm not sure if I like, let's throw it at you. Polished blackstone slab across the top of this window section. So it's literally across the top half. I'll leave a gap on the left and right. You could join it. You could wrap it around. So you could join it together. You could wrap it around. It could go all the way around the side of the restaurant. It could even stop above the door. Better or worse? I don't know. I'm not sure I like it, so I'm going to get rid of it. But it is an option, so you could have it in any one of those 3 configurations if you wanted to. I think I'd prefer it plain though. I might experiment a bit later because we don't have the Lumen banners at the moment, but we will be writing Chick-fil-A across here, so... What do we want to do next? We've got to move inside. There's 2 huge things to do inside. We need lime grey concrete and quartz blocks. So, we'll start with the floor whilst it's still bright in here. We also have to, not only in here, we'll also need to grab black concrete, white concrete and grey concrete. We've got to smooth out some walls. Oh, there's also a door. We don't have a door. Did I not grab a door? I was sure that I grabbed one. Oh well, it doesn't matter, we'll grab one later. So, the floor, I'm going to make quartz bricks. My new favourite material, especially in modern builds. It's just the perfect white, like quartz is. With quartz, I love that particular shade of white. Like, I don't know whether you'd call it perhaps like a brilliant white, where it's very, very white. And it just, I mean, the black, white, and grey, I mean, what gets more modern than that? It's perfect. We've even got a little bit of oak in here as well, as you'll see a little bit later. And we also have some red concrete to add a splash of colour. It's perfect. I really like it. And not only do we have the brilliant, I'll call it brilliant white, although I might be misclassified. No, I went out of the window. Good job I can fly. Not only is it like a nice shade of white, and it contrasts nicely against the white concrete and the other colours, but more so against the other white that we've used. But it's just got a nice texture. I just like it. I think it looks good. It's not like, the texture's not perfect. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's not symmetrical, the texture. It is when you stack it against other things, obviously, but there's just something about it. I don't know, it goes together. I really like it anyway. So, now that we've done that, the ceiling is going to be light grey concrete. So when I said earlier we were equalising things, this is what I meant. It's quite easy to place the ceiling. It goes exactly at the top of the white concrete area. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts, or guessing, or anything like that. It literally is right up at the top. And it spans the entire, I'm probably going to be reaching the back soon, probably within, yep, I already hit an alcove. So, start from the other side, so stick that there. But you can see what I mean, hopefully, about, have I got enough space? Yeah, actually I have. So, we're going to have to, now that the ceiling's in on the inside, connect this grey concrete down here that's on the side, because we don't want this exposed, we want this to look nice. There we go, that's perfect. And now we can, and this is looking really good. I mean, all that's missing is the sign on the front, and it will just be perfection. So the next thing that we're going to do inside here is just in between these windows, probably, I think black concrete might be the answer to this. That looks good, it looks nice and symmetrical. Inside here, I mean, it's actually, I don't think we have to smooth out any walls. I think that we've done quite a good job as we've went along. So let's make the actual serving area. Where we have this black concrete here, extend it outwards by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Extend it all the way over to the left, leaving a gap of 2. What else can we do in here? So we do have a good amount of the structure and some of the seating that we can make. we need oak planks, red concrete, white concrete, black stained glass pane, polished black stone stairs, end rods, light grey concrete, terracotta, and lime terracotta. So, at the back of the build here, where we have the windows, so the left set of windows and the right set of windows, we want to leave a gap of, let's make sure this is correct, a gap of 3, 1, 2, 3, and on this fourth row, we want to have and the same applies for the front, we want to have a row of oak planks that extends up to the ceiling, like this. And in between them, opposite the middle window, we want a row of terracotta. So, just a single row of terracotta, by the way. We want to extend the oak, I almost call them concretes, the oak planks forwards by 6 rows using red concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to do this for each of them. It creates kind of a structure. It breaks up the limited colour palette that we have, and it adds a splash of colour. So, are those even? No, they're not. We can then extend down those red concretes using white concretes to hit the floor. Join them together at the base. Glass pane in between. Easy peasy. Now this might not look great as you look at it now, but honestly it does look really good once everything else is in. So we need to have tables. The tables I've designed to go either side of this oak area, and they're going to be black stone stairs, end rods in front, black stone stairs behind, like this. And then light grey carpet for the table toppers. Easy as that. I'm not using any paintings in this build, or at least not for this portion. I think it's perfect. It just looks like a nice, clean little dining area. On the back here, we're going to have, on the backs of the oak planks, we're going to have just single tables. So, single tables, made in the same way, just miss off the opposite set of stairs, light grey concrete on top, easy, very nice. And that's pretty much the entire eating area. I love it, it's so simple, it's not clustered, it's not crowded, it's perfect, I don't know, I like it, it's not cluttered at all. So, what do we need to finish up? We'll need more stuff, but we will need oak leaves. Let me see what we need. Just let me have a look at my little plants here. Useless plant. So we need the quartz stairs. We need flower pots. Lanterns. We need the white concrete again. We need red concrete. We need the black stone stairs. And then that might be it, unless we grab some yellow candles and some flowers, and I mean, we do need the red carpet, but we're almost there, guys, honestly. So, the purposes of these terracottas is to place a couple of rows of leaves on them. Perfect. Again, it's just about adding a little bit of colour in here. That's all there is to it. What is the white concrete? The white concrete is kind of like an order board. The order board is basically, it's not parallel to the black concretes that we have here for the counter. It's up on the ceiling, and one row behind. And it extends all the way to the right as well. So I'll probably knock one off the end here. So it can start level, but then it just kind of like sits in this space. I mean, can we extend one row in? It's probably fine. The black stone stairs go above here, where in between the windows essentially. Then I'm actually going to, I forgot about this, we're going to use oak trapdoors to kind of create, I'm not sure if a splashback is the right word, but I just think I like how it looks.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to end the video here. Part 7 will be coming after this video. I just have to get in the shower, so again, like I said, part 7 will be coming, where I'm going to finish off this Chick-fil-A, then I'm going to build a statue, and that will be it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, please do remember to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a video from me, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.